On this episode of Pimp My Setup, we're going to be talking about your setups you submitted for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. So if you're interested in that, then sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts
now.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pimp My Setup episode number 22. We're going live on February 24, 2015. My name's Matt Philly. You can check me out on Twitter at MadPhilly.
And I'm Mike Panetta. You can check me out on Twitter at MTP Flyers.
Yeah, so guys, a lot of things I need to kind of tell you about before we get into setup. So if you want to just see setups, go ahead and skip through. But there's some stuff you're going to want to listen to. First off, we are doing a giveaway right here, courtesy of Brainwaves. You guys always see me rock these awesome headphones. They are the HM9. And Brainwaves said, hey, here you go. Give it away. So yeah, you want one of these yourself, go to on.swashin.tv/HM9 giveaway. There will be a link below. What is so funny, Mike? Free headphones? Is that funny to you?
Go look for the link.
Okay, yeah. I will give you the link below. Don't worry about it. There you go, down below. If you go there, there are so many different ways to enter, and I will try to add as many entry options as possible. There are 2 mandatory ones you got to do. After you do those, you'll get a whole list of different things you can do. And yeah, so go over there, and you'll see there's a whole list of things to do. And it's got 5 days left or so. I'm going to figure out when I want to end it. It's going to be a couple days, and yeah, that's about it for that. And the last thing I want to let you guys know about is a way you could get text alerts when I'm going to be live, whether I'm doing Pimp My Setup or I'm doing a hangout or whatever it is I may be doing. All you have to do is text the keyword live to 94033. Again, live to 94033. And you can actually get text alerts from me when I'm going live or anything important you need to know. So make sure you do that. And if you guys want to go and get your own texting service, signal.com. All of these stuff will be down below, and I could get you a discount if you want to, hit me up. I will let you know. But yeah, there you go, guys. That's all you need to know about what's going on in my life. Anything you want to say, Mike?
Not a damn thing. Let's get the show started.
Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, that's the thing. So we are going to do that. We're going to get the show started because someone hurt my feelings.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what you want me to say. Like,
it's all good. We're good.
You got an insane army out there?
I do. A lot of fun announcements. Make sure you guys tune into my Twitter to find out.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so let's get into these setups. First setup is submitted by Zolon, and Zolon is 17 from Hungary. Yeah, Hungary. Something like that. He's from a country that starts with an H and ends with a Y. And he said, I have this setup. Wow, go figure. And he's going to buy a new PC case in the near future. Loves the show. Keep up the good work. Thank you for that. So we're going to hand the mic over to Mike.
Trying funny now?
That kind of just happened, but I'll take credit for it. So go for it. Let us know what you think, Mike.
All right. Well, first off, save the money instead of buying a new case and make some things better with this setup. And like at first glance, I thought, wow, my eyes were drawn to all those cases on the right side there. And I was like, you got to find a home for that stuff. And, that goes to the whole idea of just too much clutter in one area. I understand he's only 17 years old and he looks like he likes to play some racing games. So he's got that all set up right there in front of him. So, it's nice, as far as your accessibility, be able to get to everything. But it just seems a little too cluttered on the desk. And you're just kind of like drawing everywhere. And like, I don't know, would that not get to you after a while? I mean, you've got the steering wheel to your left side there. You pull your chair up to the desk and you've got the computer right there by your right leg. I don't know. It's just kind of
it is a lot
smushed in.
But then again, you have to think, like, does he use the racing wheel that often? Is
right.
It, who knows? He might scroll through the internet with that wheel, you don't know him. You don't know what he does.
I know. And also a scanner. Really? A scanner?
Man, dude, I don't know what year this is, but it's definitely not 2015. I don't know.
What's that thing? What's that thing behind the scanner? Who's talking bad about me on your text?
No. I don't know what that is, honestly.
I was looking at that earlier, and I was like, "What the heck is that thing back there?" At first, I was like, "Is that another monitor just kind of hanging out?" But I don't know. Like,
I can't figure it out, but I think that the one monitor. Okay, it's not even bad having one monitor, but you see the wires coming out of the monitor.
I was gonna get to that. Yeah, it's just an explosion of wires, and then he tried to manage them underneath, but he didn't manage them all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like, what is that he's got wrapped around the wires that are wrapped up? Like, it looks like a trash bag. I don't know. Is that something?
What's with the paper on the right side?
Oh, you know what?
Right.
I'll bring that up. Yeah, like, what's behind there? Like, what's hiding?
Beats me. I have no idea.
Like, at first I thought like he's got wires back there. I'm like, but there's nothing over there wire related. So it might be like a hole in the wall or something. I don't know. That's just.
Yeah, the whole thing is pretty confusing, especially with all the things that he has on the desk on the right side. It's like, just get a shelf, figure it out. I mean, what's with the CDs? Who uses CDs? It is 2015, man. You are behind on your times. But then again, he's from Hungary, so I don't know. That might be the thing for them. But
well, first off, you've like the Lego pieces. How heavy can they be? You can get like a 3M shelf that maybe holds like 10 pounds. And just like make your own shelf over top of that, and then boom, you've got kind of like the Lego theme going.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit, but there's like zero theme to this setup. Like,
but do you want to have your Legos like that on your desk?
No, they're in the way.
You want to get, without a doubt, you definitely want to get shelves, because that would be really cool. Like you said, the theme of Legos, get it to go around,
Right.
But
it's just, and it's just real awkward.
Very, very awkward.
Yeah.
Very weird. Sorry. But yeah, I think you want to know what his main problem is?
What's that? Well, he doesn't have anything. Like, there's no drawers.
The desk. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
And exactly, he needs drawers for all the storage needs that he seriously is like dying for.
Right.
But I just think it kind of kills the look of the setup. It just looks weird.
Yeah. And you know what? You've got that bar going across the bottom. You could essentially clamp a shelf to that.
Yeah.
From underneath, and you could drop like a drop cloth like across that, and then like boom, you don't see any of the wires, and you could drop those wires. I don't know what he has behind that monitor. I didn't think there could be that many wires for that little monitor, but
I don't know. I don't know what all that is.
Something back there, like.
But I don't get it, because there's like nothing behind the PC, but there's a million things behind the monitor. It's like, what the? Hey man, he is doing what he's doing, and that's him. But I think we should just move on, because like, general just plaster some stuff, make it a theme, clean it up, get a new desk, and you'll be good. But yeah, this next setup will probably give us a little bit more to talk about. It is submitted by William, and William says, hello, I'm William, I'm 16, this is my current desk setup. And he basically talks about how he wants to upgrade. He wants to get 2 monitors, he wants to get a new keyboard, 2 new desks, which I thought was weird. He wants to get 2 of them, and a chair and stuff. So if you guys want to check that out, pimpmysetup.com/Q, you can view all that information. But what are your initial thoughts on this? Do you like the simplicity or no?
I think it's too simplistic. I hate keyboard shelves.
Yeah.
Like, they're the worst, because they're never stable. You always pull them out.
Yep. And they get stuck.
And they get stuck because the wire is not low. So you got to leave gap for the wire. So the wires, the wire is going to fall down back there, but eventually, if it's not wireless. But here's the funny part. He's got the keyboard thing down there, but then the keyboard is up on the desk.
Yeah.
And then there's like a whole bunch of stuff underneath there.
Which I'm not gonna knock him for using it as a storage option. It's good.
Right.
It's just not ideal.
Right. And it's if clearly he'll have more room for a larger desk if it sounds like he wants to get more desks. Desks.
Yep.
But
it's yeah. I have to say though, he kept it clean in terms of wire management for the most part. The reason why I say for the most part is because behind that monitor, just take it literally into one strand with a Velcro strap, wink, wink, and then there you go. It's simple, it's neat, and it cleans that up. And yeah, I mean, it's just a little weird. It's just, I think you are definitely cramped. But that doesn't mean you need to get 2 desks. You could just get 1 and you'll be fine.
Right.
But I love the wall with the jersey that's framed. I like he's got the cork board thing, but above the monitor it's so
nothing.
Yeah.
There's he has the stuff up, but there's no theme to it. It's nothing with that. And what's with the 2 sets of speakers?
Yeah.
Like the black speakers and then the silver speakers.
Double the sound, double the fun, you know what I'm saying?
I guess it's got
I don't know, man. It's just weird because that lamp it confuses me.
Well, and not only that, of course, obviously the Mac Pro is the system running on the monitor.
The MacBook Pro, yeah.
Yeah, but then you got the light in front of it. So if you need to get to your computer, you're gonna have to like pick the light up, pull the keyboard, the laptop out. So from a usability standpoint, it's just kind of like
it's too much. It's
it's a little bit cramped.
Yeah,
it's just a little bit cramped with that.
No,
but
I agree.
And what's the red wire? Is that the headphones?
Yeah, to the headphones, I would assume.
Okay.
And my last thing that I really have to say about it is, it's very blah.
It's
blah.
old. It's an old desk.
It's not even the desk. Oh, my voice is like. It's not even the desk. It's the color of the wall, mixed in with the speakers and that weird lamp, and it just kind of gives off like an old grandma vibe.
Yeah.
Even though the desk doesn't necessarily look old, like that old, it still just looks weird.
Then the hospital trash can to the right side there behind it.
Yeah, it's weird. The whole thing is weird. But yeah.
If dress it up, put some lights behind it.
Yeah, and like you said, another monitor, boom, dual monitor setup, even it out, new desk, you'll be good to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have to say. You have anything else you want to say about the setup?
No, I think it's good. I like the hardwood floors. It keeps it clean underneath. He's got it real clean.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's not much really more to say about it.
So there you go. Next setup submitted by Ben, and look, Ben's watching the episode with Tomas.
Oh,
you don't? It's not a bad thing.
No, that's cool. Oh no, I thought he was in here watching.
Oh no, he doesn't like.
No,
the
I
show
actually
that much
noticed
anymore.
that. I was looking at it. I was like, hey, it's Tomas.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. But here we go. Ben says, I'm 15 and I live in Australia. That's not Australian at all, but sorry. And basically, he talks about how he does a little bit of casual gaming, dual booting on his Mac with some Windows. And he also said he's going to be getting a new PC, a keyboard, and ooh, look at that, a racing sim setup, huh? Wink, wink, huh? But yeah, so right now he said the cable management is his hardest thing to deal with. He said it's bearable for now, but it's not perfect. And I would agree.
Certainly not perfect.
Yeah, nothing's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Yeah, go for it.
Listen, don't tell me that you have a hard time with wire management when you have the backdrop down there and you've got all that space from that point where you see down there. You have it all blocked up to the monitors, and I still see wires. Tape that stuff to the back of the...
Dude, literally a piece of Scotch tape, and it would change your life.
Duct tape, and I'm not sure about this 80s headboard unit going there with the desk closed in and behind it, or in the middle of it, and then you do all those wires behind there, and then you've got these 3 wires to the left on the stereo. That one that looks like it's straining going down the front there in front of your science experiments book, whatever that is. That's right there.
Yeah.
But,
dude, can I just talk about how I did not know that the Apple TV existed?
I was thinking the same thing. Look, you can put an Apple logo on it, but it ain't a TV.
Yeah, it's funny. If he likes that, he likes that. But I have to say, taking a look, you have the opportunity to utilize those shelving units to the fullest potential, and you just didn't.
Shit's just...
Yeah, like what is that? And your PC is like confusing me like crazy.
It's just crammed out like you don't care about it.
Yeah, that corner is just like what the like,
yeah. What's all the laundry basket? You got something tossed on top of that, and it's all crooked, and then you got to get to those 2 drawers down there. You got to pull your PC out. No wonder you're having problems with wires. You keep pulling that out to get to those 2 bottom drawers.
Yeah, and the furniture, just the colors mismatching, and it's just it's weird. But you know, my one weird gripe, I guess I would say, is like, why are the monitors not like tilted at all? Do you really like it flat like that?
No, they got to be angled.
Like it's a little weird, but hey, man, more power to ya. Is that that's what I wanted to say. I don't know. I mean, it's not a terrible setup. It's just like positioning and things are just not right.
Right, and there's zero theme to this because you don't have a whole lot of space to do anything, but you've got that space behind the monitors where you could put a larger poster in there, and it's implied what you have. You know,
exactly.
Like, you get like a really cool poster with like a large name at the top, and you know that it's there, and it just kind of breaks it up a little bit, and put those wires up, and like you said about the last picture, those cables that drop down. Drop them behind the stands. That's what the stands are for.
Mm-hmm.
There's to run the wires behind that and to do that. And you know what the reoccurring theme I see with this, and it is not that expensive to do. If you need custom cables, there are places online that you can get these longer cables. They're not expensive any more than a few bucks. And then you can run them as long as you need to. You can run them along the sides. You can run them down legs.
Yep.
Take the time to say, I need this cable in 10 feet. Because you and I both know that companies don't send us the right cables when you buy stuff. It's never the right length. I know that's what she said. Don't want to hear it.
But I think overall it's there. It just needs the moving around of things and just a little bit of loving. And you'll be set, but it's just right now it's too confusing for me, and because of that, I'm going to move on to the next setup. So the next setup was submitted by Ryan, and Ryan is 13 years old. Okay. He's 13, all right, and he wants to know.
I got to change my scoring on this now that you tell me. No, I'm just kidding.
No, don't do that. I mean, it kind of shows off with the bins on the right side that look a little. but yeah, I mean. 13 compared to some of these other people we saw. This is impressive. Kudos to you, Ryan. I like it a lot. But first off, that case is pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie.
The case is badass. I'm definitely not. But you get that off of it.
Yeah, but wait, what?
Get that off the top. Put that on the floor.
Okay.
I don't know.
It depends. It depends.
Right. Okay. But you know what? I just have to say one thing. I'm sitting at work going over these photos that Matt sent me today. And I pull this one up. No joke. I'm in the break room. There's like 5 other people. And I'm just kind of sitting there looking at my phone. And all of a sudden I break into, everything is awesome. And I saw that those drawers. I was like, it's a Lego drawer.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting. I'm not going to lie. Gives a little bit of a boom. But I think that it is weird having the PC there. And I do like it on some setups on the desk. But if he's going to put it on the carpet, at least...
you're gonna have to do it properly.
Yeah,
but it kind of scares me having that on the glass top like that.
Yeah. I'm sure it's fine, but he's only got one monitor and stuff like that. But I think
he's got other problems in this.
The worst part of the setup, hands down, no questions, would have to be the cable management. It's like you tried, but you didn't, and like. You kind of like, I'm gonna do it around the leg. Yeah, fuck that. And you're just kind of like.
I have one suggestion for this, and again, it's really easy to do. And I think I saw it on one of your other setups, on your setup videos, you guys were doing, and I don't think anybody realized it, but and it was similar to this. They had the bendy legs at the bottom, the angled legs or the arched legs. Yeah. They had cardboard or poster board. That they put down to block the wires from behind because you have that glass desk. Mm-hmm. If you do that, boom, your wires go away, and you could get it in any color. You could do black or white, and it'll brighten it up, and people will just say, "Hey, what's that?" If you do it right, it looks good.
Yeah.
And I think that's something, even if you do like a fabric that matches the walls, that will even throw people's eyes off even more and they won't even realize
Yeah.
that that's there.
But
But
that's what I tell people now. I say, because the guy who did poster board, yeah, he fooled me, but no, that is terrible. Poster board, that is so flimsy and just not smart. So I agree on fabric. Fabric's going to be the best way. You're going to be able to attach it,
Yeah.
even if you attach it to the bend of the leg, not even the top, and just you could go and make it work 100%, and it would just look really nice. Just black or whatever color, make it go with your theme. Do
Right.
that, make it work. But I think that the basket of little holder of pens and scissors is weird. And just
it's so cluttered on there too. You know, someone says get the rug doctor. You know what? He's 13 years old. I was gonna say something about the rug, but that's up to mom and dad. Mom and dad need to get that stuff clean. They need to get that. But I'm sure he's not helping matters out. You know, beyond that. But yeah, I had a hard time focusing on anything else because I was looking at those wires the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, it's also weird because he's in the bend of that desk, that corner, and look at the legs. That's uncomfortable. And like, look at the just the keyboard placement. I don't know. It just seems weird. It's not centered.
No.
The whole thing is just a little weird. But then again, it's not my setup. I don't know. It just looks like a lot of random things on top. I think the only reason why I thought in the beginning that this setup was crazy was because of that PC case. And I'm like, oh, Razer keyboard. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, there's a lot going on here. So I don't know. I think that it's...
Know what? I agree with you. The monitor has to be moved to one side or the other.
Yeah.
Then you can have you're all that wasted space behind there, and you have a easier time hiding your cables going down the legs.
Yeah. Well, this is one setup. Well, this is one L desk that's not going to work when it comes to being in the corner. So that's what you need to know. But now it's time. Move on to the next setup. Next setup is submitted by Jonas. And Jonas is 15 from Norway. Oh my God, that's cool. And he said he's not sure what kind of theme it is. It's just plain and usable, which I definitely agree with. No, I'm just kidding. I disagree, and I'll talk why. And he goes into all his stuff. You want to know a little bit more, you can go there. But all right, let me talk about why I disagree with his whole plain and usable theme. This guy is probably the only one that has a theme out of everyone so far. Like,
I don't know what he was saying by no theme. When you said that, I'm like,
yeah, like look. Okay, first off,
gaming.
The gaming. He's got just a lot of gaming things that make you think that, from the Razer stuff to his keyboards to his PC to all the posters to everything. And then he's even got, I wouldn't even go for gaming on this. I would say personality. This is a very personable setup. Take a look. He's got his helmet for his dirt bike, whatever it is he uses it for. Just a lot of things like that weird ass lamp that I don't really like, but it's like whatever. It's your setup.
Right.
You know, this is him. This is, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, okay, let's see. I'm trying to figure out what I want to talk about, but yeah, I don't know. It's just like that is the theme, right? You agree?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely agree. You know, wire management is top notch. One of the best of the ones that we are looking at today. You know, he did a great job. I think I see where the wires are, but you know, you have to really look at it to be able to see. And I think it's just super clean. You know, as far as usability goes, everything's right there. You know, he's got the PC down below, and he looks like he's got some stuff on that. Like you said, he's got the mouse, the gamepad. He's got his audio setup right there underneath. The speakers look great. The desk is a good color. You know, he's got the black top, and it's just an industrial look. And I think he kind of went with that, just with the monitor and the speakers. And I just think it sits real well.
Yeah.
I just think he did a good job. And like you said, that it is a theme. It's his personal theme.
Yeah.
You know, he likes, you know, Grand Theft Auto. You know, he's got Minecraft stuff, stickers. But, you know, I think it's the best one as far as, you know, a personal theme.
Yeah.
That he has. And it's not cluttered.
It's not at all. I mean, it's so clean. You can see the floor. He's got a lot going on, but it's clean, and that's hard to achieve. And because of that, I don't really think I have a lot to say. Like,
no.
He's got his GoPro chilling.
First chair we've seen at the desk.
Yeah. You know, one thing I don't get is the stickers all over the desk. But then again, you.
It's personal. Yeah. I mean,
he's got them on the wall too.
Yeah. It's a kid. You know, that's I got no problem with that actually. There's not a lot of them, but maybe if he does, maybe he wants to do all stickers.
Mm.
You know, that may not be our mojo, but it might be his thing. But he also needs a curtain.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Curtain would be a good one.
Yeah, he's got to put something. He's got, whether it's a black curtain or something to match the wall or whatever, a color, just to do that, because I don't know, the glare can't be too good during the day.
Yeah.
It's got to drive you batty.
So other than that, I mean, this is probably the one setup that is just hitting it out of the park so far. And because of that, I don't really have a lot to say. Do you?
No, that's it. It's just clean.
Yeah. Oh, my last thing I would say is look at the helmet. He's got the GoPro mount on it.
Yeah.
That's cool. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for that setup. Next setup is sent by Carl, and Carl, he's always on setupbacks.com. Pretty awesome. Make sure you go check that out. He is 30 and he's an IT admin for an insurance investigation company. Wow, that's something. He's a huge nerd, gamer, and PC enthusiast, and he also works on PCs for people on the side. So there you go. Taking a look here, a lot going on, and he's rocking the Setup Addicts wallpapers. Check that out. Nice and fresh. I like it. I like it a lot.
Nice and fresh, but focus.
What? It's a little out.
Blurry.
It's just a little. Nothing.
Can I gotta say it. I gotta say it, Carl. What's with the WWE tables?
Oh God.
I noticed that with a lot of the setups on here that they use the tables, and I understand that, it's just easy to do and it's easy to set up, and they're great height. And he did put the top, the board across the top of it and whatnot, but
I love it though, WWE tables, because now that I think about it, it's like, yeah, that really is what it is. Like,
right.
I mean, yeah, yeah.
And where's the chair? And
he did that on purpose. I think he has a nice chair, if I remember correctly.
Okay, but that cannot be comfortable. Like with the legs right there where you're at, because you need to just kind of move to your right a little bit. You got your feet, like you're trying to. There's no way to get comfortable with them.
True. Yeah, I mean, and someone even said it in chat. They didn't notice the desk until now. It's a really good method to have such a long desk without having to get like a custom something or other, or spend a lot of money.
It's expensive. Pardon my French.
Yeah,
it's expensive.
It is. It really is. But I mean, I honestly will give him props. I don't mind it. I think it's pretty good. He did a couple of adjustments to make it work, and because of that I mean, that's key. You got to make it work, and he made it work for him.
Right.
And he's rocking the triple monitors. He's doing all that. So hey man, it's supporting it, and that's something.
Right.
Those tables, they're not the best. So
Right.
I mean, hey man, I think he fooled everybody.
Oh yeah, except me. But
because you studied them for during your lunch break,
Yeah. Well, I only had 20 minutes. But the other thing is, I would have given him a better score on wire management. But looking at the previous wire management, it was better than this, because he's got wires coming from the audio box, or from the what the hell is amplifier, and instead of going back behind the desk and coming up underneath for the microphone, he just went off the front of the desk. So I couldn't give him his highest score on that, because I just think that was just like, oh yeah, here we go, plug, boom, done. Come on.
But
it looks so good otherwise.
Here's the thing, though. You got to give him props, because what is he doing? He's rocking a shelf. A lot of people don't rock shelves on the show. And that's the thing that he did. He accomplished. He has some posters going around. He's rocking the same arm as me, and he's got, I think, a Shure SM57, actually. But yeah, he's got a lot of stuff going on. And it's nice. I like it. It's clean. He's got his LEDs. He's got I have the night shot.
Night shot, because with the red velvet curtain and the red lights, I think that's on point too.
Yeah. What do you think about the separate LED colors? He's got blue on one side and he's got red on the other.
I think the red and blue looks good. He's also got the red and blue. The background, the keyboard's blue. And that's like kind of a separate area on the right side there with the TV.
Yeah, he's got a lot of equipment over there.
Yeah, so I think it breaks it up to do that. Well, I think this is like his office / bed / entertainment area. So he's just but he's got it spread out. It's not cramped.
Yeah,
and I think that's important. There's a lot going on here, but it's
clean, including the floor.
Right, including the floor,
which is a big deal. He used a vacuum, and for that, I give you props. But yeah, I mean, you see it at night, you see it during the day. overall, it just looks absolutely amazing.
It looks good.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a great setup. A lot of personality put into it, so good job there. Let's move on to the next setup. Next setup is submitted by Carter. Okay, Carter. Yeah, Carter. Next one up, Carter. I feel bad because Carter bought a FastPass, but I'm not going to let that make any changes to my thoughts. So let me read a little blurb here. Our man Carter is 13, which makes me feel even worse. Okay, let's see. Carter, he said he can't afford the nicest of things. Dude, no problem. Make use of what you have. He also said that his webcam mount broke, so he duct taped it, and that's a thing. And let's see. But hey, all right, okay. All right. You know, I'm done reading the blurb. Let me look at the setup. Hey, man.
Can I start off this one? I just got to...
Go for it.
Okay. Where the hell do you sit?
Yeah.
Your monitors are right there. I'm going to tell you right now, you need to take that stuff, you need to shift it over to the left, and you need to utilize the only thing that looks remotely like a desk in this picture is on the left side there. That's just move it over.
Well, okay, here's what I have to say. All right, I got a couple of things to say.
Oh, this hurts.
Taking a look at the setup. Let's take a closer look here. I'm gonna expand this out on the screen. That's Carl's setup, my bad. Okay, there we go. Look, okay. Pringles, my dude. Pringles. Upside down Pringles. And then look at that. He's got like a head. And then he's got like a scarecrow. And he's got a majillion freaking trophy medal things. It's pretty cool. I like that. But then...
Here's the question. Are those good job you participated medals?
Oh, God. But hey, I got to give him props for the posters that he has up. The walls, I'm sorry, they're just not... They look like a picnic table.
Well, he is 13.
Yeah, well, tell mom and dad your walls should not look like a picnic table.
You know that little head back there? It reminded me of Macho Man when I saw that. With
You know, I just don't understand. Like he said, like there's the opening for your feet, but he continues to use the drawer without a door, basically.
The drawer without a door.
Right? No, that's really what it is.
It's not a drawer. It's a shelf.
It's not a shelf. It does not. That is not a shelf. I am telling you, 110%. That's a part of that furniture set. That's got to have some doors on it or something.
No, that's a corner shelf, and it's
well, it looks.
First off, it's not the same color.
I was gonna say maybe it's from a different set altogether.
I don't know. I think that was jacked together. I think someone got creative. There's no way. Someone says kids going places.
I saw it. I was laughing.
Probably not Stanford, but places.
I was gonna say that, but then I was like, that's mean, and then you said it anyway. So, good job there. But overall, it's just a lot going on.
Too much.
I mean, but for 13, he's got a lot of stuff.
Well, yeah.
Dude, that is awesome. Make use of it. Do it proud. Don't just put things there. And someone's asking why there's a ping pong paddle on the bottom shelf. I don't know.
Ping pong paddle. Empty trash. Clean your floors up a little bit.
Get a vacuum cleaner. That's going to help a lot, I promise.
And I'm going to tell you right now, you can tell he sits at that corner a lot because on the bottom side of the left of the right desk, you can tell his feet are on top of that. The left side, his feet are on the corner there, and in front, you move that over to the left.
Just do that. But I think that's gonna do it for that setup, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Next setup and the final setup is submitted by Mitch, who was actually in a hangout with me last night. If you guys want to go on a hangout with me, go to setupbatics.com. That's the place to do it. He's really, really awesome dude. He's 22 from Australia. And actually, I think that's 2 people so far from Australia in just this episode alone.
Yeah, you global.
I'm global, baby.
Not global giveaway.
Definitely not a global giveaway. Let's not get that confused. But yeah, so basically, he went on a whole little tangent thing. If you guys want to know a little bit about it, let me know, and I'll hook you up with that information. But taking a look here, he actually sent me a before photo of his wire management. I didn't put it in the show. I apologize. But he had terrible cable management. If you look at the second photo underneath, everything was just laying there on the floor. He actually binge watched a bunch of episodes, right? And what did he do? He turned it into this beautiful masterpiece. So Mitch, amazing job. Absolutely amazing. And the best part about it is he's rocking a Woody doll on his desk. Props to you, sir. I like it. I like it a lot.
But one thing.
Yeah.
That's great that you got that stuff sitting there on the desk, but put a shelf up on that corner.
Yeah, he does have a perfect spot for a shelf and stuff like that.
Yes.
But
Over there, but when you said about the wire management before and after,
huge improvements.
Look, like I didn't see the before, but I'm looking at this and I'm like, that piece on the back there, on the underneath, he shows on the underneath shot.
Yeah.
And even if you're just looking at the regular shot, it looks spectacular. It's absolutely clean. It's efficient. Like you said, it's a mad good setup when it comes.
It really, it's awesome. He's got all his tablets and stuff. Even the tablet cords are nice and neat. Mm-hmm. And yeah. Oh yeah. Someone was wondering about the Fat PS3. I think he actually revived it. If you go to setupaddicts.com, we talk about all the fun stuff we do with our setup, and he was talking about how he saved it or something. And no, he did not cheat on wire management by putting the board, because before it was first off, that's a part of the desk for support. Second off, it was on the floor. So that means he actually now has it up and mounted. So technically he did not cheat at all. But yeah, I think that this is an amazing setup. I would definitely get another monitor, but then if you did, you'd have to kind of clean things up. Maybe
shelf.
Yeah.
Put the speakers on the shelf, maybe.
Something like that.
Or spread them out towards the ends and whatnot. But
it's a very corporate desk, right?
Yeah. It looks like it's something that I had at my last job that was older than I was. No jokes. It was old. Yes.
It looks good here. It looks good.
When you talk about wire management and, putting things together and tape, and Velcroing them up or taping them up, what you need to do, I'm going to tell you right now, if you have the ability to hide them in a fashion such as this, I don't know what he did behind there or what it looks like behind there. And I know, Matt, you can vouch for this. There are certain cables that you need to be careful when you start tying stuff together and putting together in tight, situations. I don't know if it comes out right or not. But in certain setups, when you start putting different cables together, you might have some sort of issues connection-wise. So if you have the ability to hide something and maybe keep it airy and free and let it spread out a little bit, I think that's better. Not to mention the fact that when you need to move something, you're not driving yourself batty to get it back apart to do what you need to do. But most situations you don't have the ability to do that. So Matt's suggestion of Velcro is your friend.
It is
very important to do. You put them nice and equal, and you make it nice and pretty, and you run it down a leg, or you run it along the back of the board, and a back of your desk, if it depends on how thick the top is, and you mount it somehow. So that's all I got to say about that. It's just there's situations, and someone says, oh, but it's behind the board. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If he's got it back there and it's not falling down underneath, perfect.
Yeah, and I have to say, man, Velcro, they just have so many different products that will help you, and this is not a sponsorship at all. Hopefully it will be one day. Wink, 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 wink. But yeah, like, no joke, I'm holding a Velcro product right now that I picked up just before, because I have an awesome video coming, most likely tomorrow. I was able to mount my monitors, and by the way, thanks Mitch for submitting your setup. We're done with yours,
awesome setup.
Yeah, awesome setup. But I mounted my monitors, and I needed something because they don't line up perfectly for some reason. Like, it's just weird, but they would if I could like stick them together. Well, Velcro to the rescue. So I will show you guys how I use this as well in a future video. Velcro, they have everything, just so you know. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for that episode. I have a couple of quick announcements I just want to reiterate for you guys, like the following. Like, if I go full screen and kind of spit this out real quick, if you guys want to get text messages when I'm going live or before I go live or anything like that, you're gonna go and actually pick up your phone. If you're in US and parts of Canada, you want to text the keyword live to 94033. Live 94033. That's what you're gonna want to do. I'm sorry if you're not in the U.S. or parts of Canada.
What are parts of Canada? I
don't know. It's parts of Canada. They didn't tell me specifics, so I'm not gonna. I don't want to say all of Canada because it's not. But you'll figure it out if you text it. And
it'll work.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, what else was I gonna say? I will figure out a way for worldwide people to get alerts and things like that. You can also follow me on Twitter and get my tweets pushed to your phone. That's a thing. But yeah, the other thing I want to let you guys know about, like I said, I'm actually going to refresh this live right now. I don't know. I didn't give a clickable link. People have to actually go and type it in themselves. So I'm surprised. 313 entries already into the giveaway.
Look at that.
So again, guys, on.swashin.tv/HM9 giveaway. The link will be below. And that does it. So, Mike, thanks for coming on, man.
No problem. I appreciate being on. I was excited to be on. I think you got a hell of a show here.
Thanks, dude.
Got a hell of a show here, kid.
Whoa. I appreciate the. Oh my God! I almost forgot to say the scores.
Oh yeah. Well, I wasn't gonna let you do that. That was gonna be my next thing that you need.
Oh yeah. Well, good thing because I wasn't gonna end. I was just making a joke, making a joke.
It's all good.
The joke is here we go. Here are the scores. All right, here we go.
As you got the worst score of all time.
I am going to use my mouse here. My setup's in shambles, as they would say. So this is a little ghetto rigged. But okay, Zoltan scored a 45, followed by William with a 54, followed by Ben with a 49, followed by Ryan with a 45, followed by Jonas with an 86, and followed by Carl with the 71, followed by Carter with 18, and then followed by Mitch with a 75, which means our winners for this episode come down to yo man Jonas and Mitch. Congratulations, guys.
Good sounds, man.
Awesome. So that's gonna do it, guys. Thanks so much for watching this episode. And yeah, thanks for watching.
What the hell was that?
Dude, it's a lot of things going on. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the flippity flop. Say bye. Say bye.
Later.
Thanks for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Follow at Pimp My Setup on Twitter for the latest info about the show. And check out swashin.tv/schedule to know when we'll be live again. Stay up to date with Matt Philly by following him on Twitter at Matt Philly. And until next time, we'll catch you on the flippity flop.